Hey there, good people. What's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. I'll be doing a niche fragrance house called Escentric Molecules, and I have covered about 3-4 fragrances from this house so far. Not the whole line, but I find this house very interesting. So we'll be looking at this fragrance called Escentric O3. There's another one called Molecule O3. So they basically have Molecule O1, Molecule O2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's a 5 maybe, and they have Escentric as well. Those are more sophisticated. I don't know if beast mode, but they have these two different lines. So they have about 10 from this line or 8, I'm not sure. So I did cover few. Please check out Molecule O1, my reviews, and the other ones, so on and so forth. I'll leave a link below. So this perfume, I smelled it like 3-4 times, 3-4 days I went and visited. I really like the opening blast of it. The perfume really smelled really nice, but I felt I wanted something else, more sweet variant for winter and stuff like that. So I kind of like avoided it. The very last day when there was a sale going on, but this was not really very heavily discounted, but still, for retail, these fragrances are expensive, like think about $140, $130, $140, but if you get it for discount under $100, it's a good deal. So they have different bottle sizes like 30, 50, 100 as far as I have seen. And this is the 100 ml big boy bottle. I don't know if they're bigger size than this. So this is a niche house, and some people really dig the concept, but some people feel like, nah, this is just a gimmicky, poor performing, non-existent kind of smell, especially with the Molecule and Escentric O1. People never really smell it on themselves. Some people go nose blind, but others can smell it on them. So my experience was they are really great performers, really interesting, cool concept. Let's see what you get from this one. The box is very pretty. I love the way the green looks. Okay. It has this earthy sort of I think there's this sort of a code, and the name of the fragrance or the formula is written on the box. I'm not really knowledgeable on that, but I think that's what it is. And EO3, Escentric O3 is the name. Back looks like that. And I don't know if these are like EDT concentration. What is this, EDT? They don't really mention. This is made in England, okay? So yeah, this is the batch code. So very simplistic but cool looking. It's like, when you look from pilot's view on the fighter jet or something, then from the cockpit it looks like that, like the graph, what is it called, the green screen, so that looks like this. Okay, very cool. So the bottle is typically the other, just like other ones, simplistic bottle. I like them, and I think Jeremy's Office for Men, the very first bottle in this design, I think that's very similar to this. Okay, and it also didn't have that neck. So this fragrance doesn't have any neck, doesn't have any cap. I like it. The sprayer is pretty okay, and then that's how the back looks. Pretty cool concept, and really cool light blue color juice, almost to the point of yellowish. Okay, the bottle quality is good, but just that some of you may feel this area could have been covered and given a cap. That would be even awesome. So I'm wearing something else there. Let's spray this on my right hand. Sprayer is good, no problem. Look at this. It does shoot, but it's kind of like narrow. Okay, so I have it on the paper for dry down. And first thing I'll start with is these fragrances never ever tested on paper. Okay, you bring it back, you'll smell nothing, and you'll be like, I smell nothing. This fragrance is nothing. These perfumes act very strange. Okay, different skin, it smells different. Every single O1, O2, O3, whatever you name, they smell different on different skin, and you sometimes smell them, sometimes you don't. You smell them when you have like a fresh spray on your hand. You do not smell them, these fragrances, when you have gone through like Bikilians, MFKs, or Zerge of, like PDMs or something like Frederick Malle, heavy ones, and you come back to this, you'll be like, oh, this is a joke. Never ever mix type of fragrances. Like summer fragrances, maybe smell at the same time. Winter, heavy, separate. So first thing I would say, do not spray this on the paper. Try it on your skin and fresh skin, and where there's not much noise. Very important, noise, so you don't get distracted. That's what happened with me a few times. Like a lot of people, I smell nothing. My mind was like, kind of like distracted. I tried this for the very last time on my skin, fresh skin. There was nothing on my skin, and I fell in love with it. I'm like, I'm gonna get it. So this is interesting. This is a bit different than the other ones. This one, it's green. It has, hold on. Yeah, whenever I start reviewing, that phone just start messaging. I'm really sorry, usually hold it, not much sound. So anyway, sorry, see, distraction. So basically what I was saying, it has this green vibe, a little bit powdery, a little bit of iris, and I think there's a vetiver play in there. Very simplistic note breakdown, but This is interesting. Okay, this is for people who like things subtle. This is a very subtle perfume, but I think just like the other molecules, like because of like they use ISO super in every single fragrance. I think. Let me see what else they have. Do they have ISO super? I'm pretty sure it does have. So it has lime, ginger, pepper, and then tea, iris, jasmine. Yeah, the tea note. Vetiver, cedar, leather, sandalwood, and musk. Okay, so when I look at these notes, I don't really smell all of them. I don't really smell the pepper. When I smell it, it's kind of like a green, almost reminds me of Guerlain Vetiver, but much fresher, like a green tea version of Guerlain Vetiver. If you ask me, does it smell similar to Nishane's Oolong Cha? No, that is quite sweet. That has a lychee, something fruity, really sweet. This is more like a green tea with citrus. I put some drop of lemon in the tea, green tea, and some maybe not honey, maybe a little bit of sugar. Okay, so bit sweet, bit citrusy, and also the lime. So the lime and then the opening green. It's nice. Perhaps there's a little bit of ginger. Yes, the ginger kick you can feel, but slice of ginger, very thin slice of ginger, not like a whole heavy dosage of ginger, like so spicy. Mild spices, green. Imagine like a cologne version of Sultan Vetiver. Okay, like a far distant cousin who is much prettier, much like Sultan Vetiver is so strong, But this fragrance, it's really mild, gentle, definitely unisex. Then the second stage, you start smelling like the citrus are gone a little bit. Then the green takes over. Green tea, not green tea, green like leafy green, tea note, perhaps I don't know, something subtle, not like a heavy tea base. Everything in this is just like subtle, not overplayed, perhaps underplayed. And then that iris, I got this for that iris. Okay, it's not a very floral iris like a Diorum or something like a lipsticky, but I feel such a beautiful combination. So it's a different type of perfume who like sophistication. They don't like screaming perfumes like that's really raw and then rough. This is for them. Okay, I think you can use this for summer. In the sun hits you, like when your body warms up, if you put some on your shirt, it will last longer. And if your skin warms up, it will really start projecting. Others will smell it, but high likely, just like the other ones, you may not smell it that much. You may go nose blind to it. So this is also good for layering. I'm telling you, all these fragrances, this is the most interesting part. All these perfumes from this line, I feel they're excellent for layering. Weaker perfumes become stronger with the layering of these. How do they work? I don't know. I'm not an expert on that, but definitely my experience has been beast mode using these. So this is good for layering, but on its own, it's a great fragrance. You can wear it casually every day, summer days, springtime, when it rains. One of my friends, he said it reminded him of Terre d'Hermes a little bit, but the powdery effect I was talking about is not as powdery as Terre d'Hermes. Terre d'Hermes, it's a little bit very powdery. It's a very powdery and strong experience, kind of bitter. The bitterness of the green is very minute. So you'll never, even if you do not like green perfumes, you may like this as well. So overall, longevity and projection is great. No problem about it, but others will smell it. Always remember, do not decide on a perfume in 1 to 2 days, okay? Or even 1 week. Wear it for at least a month, okay? And then if it doesn't work out, if you don't like the concept, you don't have to buy it, you don't have to keep it, you can let it go. But I think it's a great fragrance. The other two, the Molecule 01, and then I have the 3 only. I used to have the 04. I sold it off. This is the Escentric. I love them both. The Escentric is my favorite, and second favorite is this, okay? Because the Molecule 01, I feel, is not really that much of a smell. It's just like a layering tool or kind of woody ISO super, like orange. But these, the Escentric 01 and these Escentric lines are a little bit more upgraded, okay? So overall, the perfume, it gets 9 out of 10 from me for composition. Performance wise, if you want a beefy perfume, do not look at this house. They are not going to offer you, but very cool concept. So Escentric 03, it's a nice little perfume. If you like the description, check it out. Always check a perfume and use the reviews as a reference point. Thank you so much for watching. Time to move on to the third review, then I'll upload these. Have a nice day. Bye bye.